Learning how to control your emotions is key in order to unlock more brain power, and it's also a key for a better life. Because imagine you just woke up in the morning and you're thinking a lot of stuff, and all these thoughts are not pleasant thoughts. These are negative thoughts. These are things that happened in the past, and these are not things that you're actually happy about. These are things that you're incredibly sad about, incredibly pissed off about. And you're thinking about this the first thing in the morning. And you go your entire day, thinking, cribbing, crying, just cursing why this happened to me. And in a way, when you're thinking these thoughts, which are not really positive, they are negative. All right. And negative thoughts, when they're running in your mind, they correlate to a certain emotion because your thoughts, trigger certain emotions. When you are thinking about negative things that happened in the past, of course, you're going to experience emotions such as pain, anger, shame. You're experiencing these emotions and you're just going on about your day. And imagine you're just consumed by this, and all you think about is this. You're not thinking about all the good things that happened to you. You're not thinking about all the things that made you happy, all the things that actually brought in joy, but you're thinking about all the negative things in life. And now you're just going on. Now imagine it consumes the most of your day. There's 24 hours in a day, and majority of it is taken by you being consumed by these emotions. And wow, let's say now you go 7 days just by being consumed by emotions of anger, pain, hate, envy, jealousy. You're thinking all these negative thoughts 7 days a week. Now fast forward, you go 30 days in a month. The entire month, majority of it is you being consumed by these negative thoughts. And now you go a year just by consumed by these negative thoughts. Imagine the impact it has on your mind. And then you wonder why you're so sad and why you're not so happy. Well, guess what? Who started this? And that's the thing. If majority of your day, month, year is consumed by negative emotions and negative thoughts, guess what? This will become your new normal. This will become familiar. And every time you experience something positive, it doesn't really feel normal. It doesn't really feel like things are actually okay, even though you crave all the good things in life. When you're constantly in this cycle of negativity, you're constantly experiencing negative emotions on a regular basis. Whenever you experience something positive, it doesn't really feel normal. And when it doesn't really feel normal, it's like you're having the time of your life with this amazing person. And suddenly, it's a spike of your emotions. You feel really good for that instant, but then you slip back down to your baseline state. And that is feeling like absolute crap. Feeling like crap, feeling depressed, feeling angry, feeling anxious. That is your normal state. And whenever you feel happiness, whenever you feel joy, peace, success, comfort, it is out of the ordinary. It doesn't really feel familiar for you. And when it doesn't really feel familiar for you, you will go back down to your baseline. Because in your subconscious mind, it is being perceived that these things are normal. You experiencing all these painful emotions, you being in this state is your baseline, and that is normal. And suddenly when you shift, your subconscious mind doesn't really react well. It's like, wait, all this while we've been dwelling on negativity. We've been dwelling on all the bad things in life. We've been constantly programmed and thinking about things going wrong, and suddenly we're experiencing happiness. This is not our baseline. This is just a minor high. We're getting high right now. And when you get high through happiness, it doesn't feel normal. It doesn't feel natural because your baseline natural state is always negative emotions. You see how deep this goes. And when this becomes really cemented in your subconscious mind, some days it'll be really impossible for you to even accept certain things that are good for you. Let's say you receive some opportunity, you feel like you don't deserve it. Or worse, you get into a relationship and you receive love for the first time. your mind kind of rejects it. Your mind is like, what the hell? We don't deserve this. We are not worthy of this. And you feel you're not worthy of this. You don't deserve these good things in life. You feel like, all these things doesn't really, match you. And you feel this insane wave of unworthiness. And that really messes you up. It messes you up in ways that you can't even imagine. Because what you just did here, just by, allowing these negative thoughts to run in your mind constantly, 24/7, 7 days a week, 30 days a month, and 365 days a year. It's kind of cementing these emotions, these negative emotions in your subconscious mind. And in a way, it's creating a permanent change, a permanent shift, a permanent imprint on your subconscious mind. And now all you can think about is negativity. All you can, perceive is negative things around you. And all you are living, breathing, are all emotions of pain, anger, shame, guilt. This is your baseline state. And now, when you experience something really positive, your mind doesn't really cooperate. Your subconscious mind is like, wait a minute, something's wrong here. And when it kind of reacts like that, you go into the cycle of self-sabotage. And you're sabotaging yourself. And in a way, whenever any opportunity comes in, you're like, no, I don't deserve this. This is too big for me. I must not dream big things. And then eventually you're going to have children. And when they, express themselves in a creative way, or, they have some dreams and goals, you tell them, don't dream too big, my child. You think you can achieve this? And in a way, you're hurting your kids. You're hurting the next generation because you were once hurt by the previous generation. In your upbringing, you were conditioned to believe certain things are possible, certain things are impossible. Your environment kind of, impacted you. And that's the reason why you're even thinking about so many negative thoughts. That's the reason why all these negative thinking started. Because if you had a healthy childhood, if you had a really healthy upbringing and a really healthy environment, you wouldn't be thinking negative thoughts. you know Actually, that's the truth. If you have been people who have been brought up in really healthy environments, people who are present in very healthy households, for them their baseline natural state is not negative emotions. They're always thinking about something normal. And I'm not saying this to sound like a douchebag, because I'm not considering that always being positive and happy is normal, and when you're not happy it is abnormal. No, the thing is, their baseline emotions are these high vibrational emotions, such as happiness, love, peace, joy. And whenever they experience sadness, pain, envy, it's like that's an high, that's something unnatural, that is something that is unfamiliar for them. So they experience it and they come back to their baseline, they come back to their natural state. But you, who has been, thinking about negative stuff all day, who have been cribbing, crying, complaining about all the things that's wrong in your life, that is natural for you. And when you experience something, positive, your mind shocks you. It's like, wait, that is unfamiliar. And now you come back to baseline. And that is, cribbing, crying, complaining. So all you have to do here is actually go and do the inner work. Identify what things have made you to think so negatively. And identify your environment. Like, how is your environment impacting you? And of course, you cannot control your first thought, but you can control the next and the next and all the consecutive thoughts that come around later on. You cannot control your first thought, you can control the next thought. So do not dwell in negativity. If you get a negative thought, express it, let go of it. It doesn't matter, all right, how you express it. Express it in a healthy way. Of course, I'm not saying you to go do drugs in a way to express it. Express it in a healthy way. But eventually, you have to prevent yourself into diving into this well of negativity. Because once if you go down that path and you start experiencing all these negative emotions, you can't really go back.